What a Friday today. Let's talk about Kenya. I've always ignored the fact that nilikuwa karibu mkei. I spent 4 years in Kenya, Nairobi. How did I end up going to Kenya? My mom paid a fortune of money. Nairobi, Kenya, 13 September 1994 was my maiden voyage to Kenya, Nairobi. You know, I was like leaving home for the first time, you know. In my time, you know, Kenya was a big thing, you know. Nairobi, Kenya. Abantu bachakaliranga Kenya. So 1994, that's a very long time ago. Just finished my A-levels. Nilisoma sana kwa na akili. The only thing I do miss out is not going to Makerere University. Makerere University. Kigus, you haven't gone to MOOC. Everybody was shocked. I just disappeared. But it was all done. I was a fixture in Makerere from my senior one. For about 6 years, I knew Makerere inside out. Ngaba Peter Michael West. They used to call me Michael West. Mitchell Hall, Livingstone, Northcote, the one you call Sibirwa now, Guild Canteen, the swimming pool, the library. Now, I'm library. Makerere University Library is where I used to read, do my revision, A-level. And also while in O-level, kati mujukire warugujo, nze ntandika ebintu bya rugujje ebya coaching. Sebanenya Ronald, ajje. Eri wansi, was the Faculty of Sciences. That's where he used to stay. So I came up with that idea, holiday coaching, and he picked it up. Very, very popular. He made a lot of money. Zalinga shillings kasanvu, 7,000 shillings. Imagine 700 per week. Yes, kasanvu, 700 per week. Because that's, you're talking of 1988, 89. Ngaba kachusa sente, the currency reform exchange, when they changed the money. Yeah, it was 700 shillings per week. So for the 4 weeks, the money added up. Because remember, school fees zali enkumyezi nya. Yeah. Per term, 4,000 shillings per term. My first school fees in O-level, senior one, was 4,480 shillings. Can you imagine the whole term? Things were different. The good old days. 4,480 shillings. My first term. Why I remember that money, it's me who banked it. It's me who banked my school fees. Uganda Commercial Bank was the one taking school deposits. Commercial Bank in Joe. Uganda Commercial Bank was everywhere. It was doing everything. They must have been making very good money. I mean profitable. It must have been a very profitable bank. They had all the school fees for the schools. They had the farmers. They, you know, Batamblianga said the meeting. let's jump to senior 6. So, you know, I even didn't fill in forms for Makerere. I didn't even apply because for some reason it seemed like my destiny was already dawning on me what was coming next, and that's when everything happened and our results were messed up. I had the grades to take on a course at Makerere, any course, but I wanted law, and it wasn't applicable with my grades. About 2 points, I missed out by 2 points. But my mom was like, get us in Nairobi. And you know, it was not easy to make a decision like that at my age. And hola. Yeah, see inside. Yeah. Kakati, I applied myself. Maharishi International University had run a workshop in Uganda, like a promotion. I have the pamphlets. I if you want to see. I kept those pamphlets. So they were at Silver Springs Hotel. I remember that day because I met there Ugandan students as well. Little did I know Patrick Kamrasi would meet me there. So me, when I was there, I filled in all the applications and they wrote back to me, and they gave me admission. I was late by 2 months, semester. The July's intake, I came in September. So July, August, September the 13th. That's how I ended up in Kenya. My maiden voyage begins at Dowinton Road, opposite National Theatre. We were in Akamba bus, the oldest bus company at the time. Very, very efficient, very, very luxurious. You know, we went together with my mom. My mom knew Nairobi very well. She had studied from there. My earlier days of Nairobi, I was young, so I didn't really have any recollection. So this is the first time now I'm finding myself alone in Nairobi. And so when we get to Nairobi that morning, I've never told you this, people. Listen, when we get to Nairobi around 3 p.m., the bus arrives at Lagos Road. That's where the HQ, we call HQ or head office. So we take a black cab. There's a service, taxi service, to take us to Ambassador Hotel. Ambassador Hotel is on Kenyatta Avenue. 2 roads running parallel to each other. You know, the taxi driver drove us for about half an hour. Me, I enjoyed it because it was like I was touring. My mom didn't mind. So alafu tukifika kwa hoteli, later on I would find out that you only simply cross one road in between to the other side of the road. And that was Ambassador Hotel. Munakumbuka? And that is where Florida discotheque. Ukitoka kwa Florida alafu barabara ingine is Ambassador Hotel. So we checked in morning because they were expecting me to be picked up. Yes, buddy. I'm fine. Long time no see. I am good. All right, thank you, man. Yeah. No, that's Moi Avenue, Kenyatta Avenue at Wimpy Restaurant. That's the physical address they gave to be picked up around 11. in the morning. So when we woke up that morning, had breakfast in the hotel, and then went to Kyanda Avenue, Wimpy Restaurant. And then I was picked up by the school van, or the university van. Muhammad was a Ugandan working there. He was a driver. Yali muna Uganda. Yalake yali musirikale wa amini. Nga bebaddukire Kenya nanti. He had been in Kenya for a very long time. Muhammad. Nga musajja munubbi. Very nice man. Nga asula ku campus. Muhammad. Nga yavuga vani. So he picks me up. There was also Harry. Yali in charge of student affairs. The Zambian guy, there was Harry, and there was another one. I can see him, I have in my pictures. So they ask my mom that they need to buy me warm clothing because it is very cold. It is very cold in Limuru. So they said, no, let's go to where? To Westlands. Nakumat supermarket. Yeah. That's my first time going into a very, very big supermarket like that. Hey, Uganda tebyali yo. 1994, tewali supermarket in Uganda. Teyali your name. So we go into Nakumat. So my mom asks me to pick everything I wanted. Warm clothing, warm bedding, warm this, warm that, warm this, warm that, warm this. That's me in Kenya, Nairobi. I was feeling like I'm beginning a new chapter of my life. So we stock up everything. I remember the whole of the Nissan Caravan. The whole of it was stuffed with my things. I remember even we bought a mattress. But I didn't have to buy all those things. But my mom said, you pick whatever you want. I said, I'll pick whatever you want. So we set off the drive from Nairobi to Limuru. Ngong Hills. You go the way Nakuru Road. Banana. Kenchik. There's now a new highway now. There's the highway to Limuru. So I'm talking about the old road. The old road is called Nakuru Road, something like that. But now there's a highway, super highway, from Nairobi all the way through. That's how many years ago. Things change, isn't it? So as we turn into Kenchik like this, you begin to see tea. You begin to see tea plantations everywhere. North of the Kenya highlands. It was even raining now. That part of Kenya, it rains almost every day, midday time. You have rain falling in one particular area. Very many hills and all that. Beautiful, beautiful. I've never been to a great place like that. So remember, I didn't sleep all the way from Uganda. We left Uganda at 3 p.m. afternoon, arriving at the border in the evening. Never to Basete. We were changing money at the border and they flipped us. You know the 100 shilling note and the 500 shilling note, Kenya money. That's an anomaly. They look alike. It was a scam. A 500 note and a 100 note, they look alike. So you only tell the difference by the numerals. We only realized when we were in the bus all the way. I think we had even gone past Kisumu. There's a place called there's a very, very strong smell of sulfur as you pass through that place. There are many, many factories. Bungoma. Yeah, Bungoma. Yeah, Bungoma. As the bus was going. So many, many, many lights everywhere. You see factories in the night. Yeah, very strong smell of sulfur. So the car is driving up the hills of Limuru, Kamwiki. You see farms called different names, farms. Then you pass Limuru Girls. I had many, many friends in Limuru Girls. I'm going to tell you that story as well. My friends in Limuru Girls. I went there once. Let me tell you. Kenya. Tigoni International School, then waterfalls, picnic site. You are passing it now, you're going up the hill. Very many, many nice houses. Colonial houses, that was a colonial. If you remember your geography, is it history? The White Highlands, that is where the colonial settlers, and much of that land was taken up by the Africans, the rich Africans who took over after independence. Biwanvu. Abati abaddugavu nga bali mu settlements. Number 5. We wali estate. Nene nnyo. Nga yabaddugavu abakola mu majani. The plantation workers, I'm telling you, I saw from a distance so much tea and people are picking. They have bags on their backs. They are picking. I was so intrigued that later on I would find out. Sasa hiyo maneno ya namba 5 ni nyingine. Then my girlfriend, the Kenyan beauty, they managed that estate. Maburuki Tea Estates. Part of the conglomerate of the Kenyatta family. The Kenyatta family are it's a very landed family. They have a lot of land. The Kenyatta family. I heard this 1 million square miles in the country. I don't know. That's a lot of land, people. That's a lot of land. Because even Maburuki Estate alone itself covers the Kiambu County. That's the Kenyatta family. Kakati bebana benasomanga nabo. So the caliber of kids, the Kenyan kids, walikuwa wa in political background. So when I arrived, so we have gone past Limuru Girls. We are going up. Now there's a forest. The road goes through the forest. There's even a waterfall, a water stream. That was now going to be behind my accommodation. So every morning I would look out and see the waterfalls. Very, very beautiful sight. Waterfalls down. Imagine, I'm here, and then you look through the window, there's the waterfalls down there, and then the tea estates all the way. I'll show you the pictures. I have them. So I arrive at the gate, the car is driving, they open the gate. Now they were expecting me that day. They were expecting me, I think when they left campus. Morioki, the principal, he was aware because I was communicating with the university. And I was telling them I've left Uganda, I'm coming, blah, 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 blah. We had confirmed our arrival when we got to Nairobi and everything. So that's when they came and picked me up that morning. So I arrive just after lunchtime. So the students were in the upper campus. The main block is where the dining was. So they were walking down to their accommodation. Everybody just about it. Very, very beautiful. Very, very quiet. There was mist. Because it is in the highlands. So the mist sometimes during the day, when it's slow, it just covers everywhere with the sun permeating through. Let me tell you. But the place was cold. You would feel the cold. So when we arrive, we take the things out of the van. My mom came with me now, but she was going to go back to Nairobi after I've done the enrollment and the admission and everything. So, but there was no need for that because everything had been done. Now, what do you want to know? That is the first time I'm going to set eyes on Dorothy Bakasharuhanga. Very, very beautiful Ugandan girl. She made a very good impression on my mom. She gave me some pep talk. And behold, after my mom is gone, the Kenyan beauty is coming to the university to see a friend. Aliniona, aliniangalia. So, I was received very warmly, very, very warmly. And it pretty much gave me a soft landing. And the rest would be, that is the story of my introduction to Kenya. It was very sweet. And the very first day I arrived, I saw the Kenyan beauty. Those who read the story, there are two stories in one. There is my maiden voyage to Nairobi, 1994. And there is from Maharishi International University with love, mapenzi yenyewe. Hey! That was going to be a setting. If I'm to even make a movie, the movie is one location. There. You read the story. And the story is well written by me. You can read it. But you guys followed it anyway. So it's in my archives. And I enjoyed my time in Maha. The very first day I came, after settling into my accommodation, that evening we had a football match. Fayaz Khan, Nishant, they give me the name Patrick today. Omode. Omode is a Kikuyu word. Omode. Tuona Rosho. Ishi Gana Deg. Itiene. Amen. Omwega. Nikwega muno. Nikwedeta. I had learned Kikuyu. Now, the Kenyan beauty, she's going to teach me Swahili. She's going to bring things. Once we begin talking and get into it, she was very, very interested. Sasa wewe nataka ujue Kiswahili. Man, I was forced. I began learning Swahili very nicely because I was reading from text. He brings me books and everything. We go for walks. My early days, romantic walks in the you people. So many. I'm going to share with you pictures of what I'm talking about. Limuru Tigoni. Nanyumirwa, Kenya. And it was a very sad day when I had to drop out because I had to return back to Uganda. I was there for 1 year. 1 year. My course of study, business administration. It was more like a holiday camp. Academically, it wasn't very competitive. Bana bangi abamusobola bababuulira. They come from very private families. But those are memories gone by. Yeah. So I was there from 94, 95. Then I came back to Uganda. Then we were having issues at home in Uganda. Try to finish ebizibu family, biwanvu. So I was interrupted academically. So mom sends for me to Patrick Komao. Nze ska no kubera mu nsonga ate byonna mubimanyi ya family. Always we are downward spiral. It doesn't make anything better. Kati mbandi Uganda. Nengaba kanzira Kenya nesomese. Yeah, I remember that date was. It was again late September. That's how I end up at the Institute of Shipping and Transport. Kati nali komiona amawulire Daily Nation ege Kenya. Bankebera nenda ba advert ya institute nengati. So I gave them a call from Uganda. It was a very expensive call. The sims are in a long distance. You have to go to the post office, book a slot and then call. I said, no, we have courses running, depending on when you start. Tawari said, so things were a bit rough on the edge. Nalinya bus, nenzira Kenya, negenda ku institute, Mr. Ouma. I've come from Uganda and I want to study. Okay, fine. Tandika okusoma. He books me into the Christian Boys Hostel Pumwani. Nayo sina sente. Nangati, don't worry. Walikuwa wananipenda sana. Usijali. Wewe utalipa pesa baadaye. Era sente tandika okukola sente Kenya nga nkuba bifaananyi. Na niga aliko amayembe nakola sente. Naenda ka kamera alafu nianze kupiga picha ba filimu emu 2 ninakola 10 photographic films a day nga zitwala ku Haile Selassie Avenue waliwo studio aho ngenda kwana omwala wa boss. Yeah, my pictures are fast tracked. Omwali mulungi nnyo, very beautiful girl, Kikuyu girl, very Kamau. I checked the photographic studio is no longer there. It's not there anymore. Kati ngenda kuyingira Florida discotheque. We wali embozi. Nzisinkana omulala amwita Hilda Kamau. Very, very beautiful girl. Nga simaina kumanya. Omukazi oli yanjagala. Alinipenda sana. Already buli kimu nze okusoma diploma ya transport y'emyaka 2 ejo. It was on my own accord. Era mami nambuza nti sente ozinja. Namugamba sente. Kati my business acumen was based on so many things. And I was successful. Very, very, very successful in whatever I did. And ngangenda ku Uhuru Park eyo mulaba zetandika okwekumusifuna nyo ebyo mulaba today it is a very, very big profession in Uhuru Park. Tourists taking pictures.
You still haven't done. You see?
No, I have.
You see this guy, right?
I have a video.
I'm going to complain about you.
Okay, if you go in my TikTok profile.
No.
You'll see.
No.
You'll see.
I'm complaining. I'm not happy about him. That's it.
We are friends. We are still friends. You see, even my enemies are friends.
See, yes,
even my enemies are my friends. Sunday. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Yeah. Akati bingi nnyo. Abantu byetu nanyi embozi nyingi nnyo. emboozi nnyingi nnyo ye Kenya. Nali mwana muto nnyo Kikuyu oyo n'antwale, in fact bonna abakazi bantwalanga ewaabwe. The Kenyan beauty nga ndi Maharishi eyo byagendera ddala wala, because the parents knew me, the mom, the dad, ne bantwala n'ewaabwe mu kyalo Egithunguri eyo nga bamakimanyi nti muwala waabwe yayagadde Munnayuganda, kati nga bamanyi ngenda mu America, and she ends up naye nga agenze mu America later. Biwanvu ogwo omutima gwannuma nnyo. She's there yawasa omusajja ng'afaanana nga nze. Baawe anfaanana olufaanana, namugamba nti waki ofuna omusajja anfaanana bw'atyo? Nakkenya munne bali mu America. I won't tell you the state. Kakati Hilda ng'antwale ewaabwe mu kyalo mu Kyambu eyo. Kati mu 96 ekinkomyawo kati olumami ng'alwalidde ddala kati. She was bedridden. Naye nali nsigadde Kenya. Nalina ssente ng'abaana batandise n'okunkolera. I had Kenyans working for me, taking the pictures and everything. Tuwalinga mukaaga tucontrollinga hostels esinga ffe tuzikuba ebifaananyi. Kati bannakenya bajjanga e Nairobi okusoma abaana ne basula mu hostels. Kati nga they like to send back pictures home. Nze namugamba nti I'm going to take you for a walk around, take pictures, nikupigie pictures za Nairobi zote mzuri sana. Nataka nikupigie film mzima bila filamu namba hiyo, ni pesa nalipa. Talina tabu nantwalayo mu studio ng'abyolezaawo ng'abiweereza ewaabwe. Yali communication Facebook back in the day. Naye ngaggawalira Kenya bweviire Kenya nga njagala kugenda mu United States International University USIU. I could afford to pay myself USIU. Nga kinnumiriza nnyo. Nali kati nsoma bya diploma naye nga byakubaatisa awo ku Tom Mboya Street. We bali college waggulu mu kizimbe. Abo nabo bayagala okumpa omulimu nsomese. You wanted to give me a job to nga ndi mugezi nnyo sasa ndikupatia hapa kazi. Ukiwe mwalimu, you know. Katuve wano. Let's go, people. So we're talking about Kenya. My time in Kenya, 1994 to 1997. Kenya was a very beautiful country, man. So we shall talk about Florida, discotheque. Florida, 110. Many things, people. Ciao, ciao.